Dexter, Resurrection Season 1 has now come to an end, so fans of the crime drama series should check out this 12-year-old show with a similar premise and critical acclaim. Upon its release, Dexter, Resurrection received great reviews, with some critics even noting that it was stronger than the original series. Due to its success, Resurrection is quickly earning a place among today's top crime thriller series. Dexter, Resurrection's cast blended both the show's original stars and excellent new additions, and the plot harkened back to what made the 2000 series so great without feeling derivative. Dexter, Resurrection's ending kill and escape even set up multiple future seasons, potentially yielding another long-running series in the franchise. However, while waiting for Season 2's confirmation, fans can enjoy thrills from a similar serial killer show in the meantime. Hannibal is another brilliant and revolutionary serial killer show like Dexter. Hugh Dancy and Mads Mikkelsen together from Hannibal. Credit, NBC via MovieStills.db. After finishing Dexter, Resurrection Season 1, fans of the crime thriller genre should check out Hannibal. Similar to each of the Dexter shows, Hannibal focuses on the titular serial killer and psychiatrist, and more specifically on his relationship with FBI agent and profiler Will Graham. Much like Dexter, Hannibal is based on a book series about the eponymous killer, which more audiences may be familiar with following the Best Picture Oscar-winning 1991 film adaptation The Silence of the Lambs. The show takes inspiration from various books in the series along with incorporating its own elements and characters. Hannibal begins with the introduction of Hugh Dancy's Will Graham and Mads Mikkelsen's Hannibal Lecter, who the FBI does not know is a cannibal and serial killer. The pair work together on solving disturbing crimes across the show's 3 seasons while Hannibal attempts to gradually unbalance Will and prompt him to become a killer. The series creates a fascinating cat-and-mouse game between Will and Hannibal that arguably ranks as one of the darkest relationships in any TV series. Both characters are incredibly smart and compelling to watch, and, similar to Dexter, the series grapples with the moral implications of both characters' actions. While Dexter is a fairly dark and bloody series, Hannibal is even more grim. The series does not shy away from blood and gore, and thematically goes to the darkest places possible. It is arguably one of the most disturbing shows to ever grace network TV, but that darkness is precisely what makes it such a compelling series. Hannibal is the ideal next show for Dexter fans looking for another gripping serial killer drama, and it has the ratings to show for it, too. Across its 3 seasons, Hannibal holds a 93% Rotten Tomatoes approval rating from critics with a 94% score from audiences, and 10 years after its cancellation, it still boasts a dedicated fan base. Why Hannibal was cancelled after just 3 seasons? Hannibal, Mads Mikkelsen, with his face blooded in Hannibal. In the years since its release, Hannibal has been labeled one of the best horror TV shows of all time, but sadly, it was cancelled much too soon. Though this was disappointing for fans who loved the fantastic cast performances, graphic scenes, and strange but perfect dynamic between Will and Hannibal, it does make sense from a network standpoint. Hannibal is certainly not the usual fare for most networks. Its graphic content meant that it was pulled from the air in some locations, with Season 1, Episode 4 even being removed from the US release schedule due to its content. Despite being inappropriate for younger audiences, Hannibal's strong reviews proved it was a success. Regardless of the positive critical reception of the series, though, Hannibal was ultimately cancelled after 3 seasons because its viewership was simply too low. Viewership numbers dropped off sharply between seasons 2 and 3, so it's not too surprising that NBC chose to drop it. However, in both the immediate aftermath and in the years since the 2015 cancellation, numerous members of the production have stated their willingness to return to the series. Series creator Brian Fuller has spoken about Hannibal's future on multiple occasions, even hinting at the direction Season 4 could take today. Likewise, Fuller noted that cast members such as Mads Mikkelsen, Hugh Dancy, Lawrence Fishburne, and more have expressed interest in returning to their characters. Mikkelsen himself has confirmed this claim on multiple occasions, proving that despite the cancellation, Hannibal could eventually return. Dexter, Resurrection's success proves how a Hannibal revival could still work. Dexter holding Harry's face in Dexter, Resurrection. Zach Dilgard, copyright symbol Paramount Plus with Showtime, a courtesy Everett Collection. The success of Dexter, Resurrection helps to prove that, even a decade later, Hannibal could make a successful comeback. The series is still popular among fans, and if Fuller were to find the right new production and distribution partner, a revival could go the same way as the most recent Dexter reboot. Dexter's other spin-off shows were not bad by any means, but Resurrection is the one that has truly shown it is possible to bring the serial killer character back in a way that honors the original series. If Hannibal followed a similar approach to returning to its characters years later, it may be able to tap back into their popularity. Especially considering that Hannibal had a fairly open ending that left questions to be explored later, a reboot series could have plenty to work with. If Hannibal Season 4 does ever get the green light, the show's fans will surely return in a heartbeat, mirroring the Dexter franchise's ongoing popularity.